Hi guys, so today we're doing something kind of fun. We are going to be bringing you some online content. So I'm sitting here with Sada K, the very talented Sada K. So you have a music video out, Live,
Yes.
Love, Laugh,
Yes.
which is all about choices and choice to be a couch potato or actually do something and get off the couch. And you're sitting here, so I'm thinking
Yes.
you're really, really doing something.
Oh, thank you. It's been an awesome season in my life, and just debuting a new album and being able to release some visuals, and this music video was absolutely a vision that came together between me, a great friend of mine named Tyler James Williams, who's an actor, a lot of people know him, and then a lifelong friend of mine named Jamel Holden. And so we all came together and came up with a concept to really challenge people to make decisions that encourage us to live life to the fullest, continue to walk in love, and always find joy in every situation. And so that's kind of the concept of live, love, and laugh.
And walk in love, and today is your 10-year anniversary
Yes,
with your husband.
yes.
He's here
Yes,
with us, so
he
it's a special day for Sada. This is your first single album.
Yes.
How has the process been and the journey been of going from being in a group to now being on your own?
Well, it's been very rewarding, a lot of hard work. Me and my husband decided to do this independently, so it's been awesome being able to work as a team and really just be able to trust God. And I met with a lot of labels and did a lot of meetings, but I just felt in my heart that I wanted to do this independently and just keep the vision as it came to me. And so it's been awesome to have that creative freedom, and you know, and it's slowly but surely, you know, reaching the listeners, and the feedback that I've been getting has been so beautiful and just so encouraging. And so it's been fun to just be able to share my story. The album's called Long Story Short, so it's really just me sharing my story, and I named it that because it's really hard to share your story in a 3-minute song. And so I just wanted to be creative. I just felt like if I'm representing the creator, I should be creative. And so it was really fun to just be able to have kind of like a dream team of producers. And as a songwriter, I wanted to definitely just have an open mind and bring in other songwriters, because I believe the proverb that iron sharpens iron. And so it's been fun to just be able to see how people relate to different songs, because there's really something on there for everybody. So it's been an awesome experience and journey, and just being able to do it side by side with my husband as we travel and promote and stuff. It's been really, really fun. So
well, and you have a fantastic story.
Yes.
A struggle,
Sure.
now you can share your testimony.
Absolutely.
And it is beautiful, and it can feed into this album. Tell us a little bit about that.
Well, as I left my band, it was really to concentrate on my health. And I suffered a really tough knee injury where I went from touring and living on a tour bus to not being able to walk on my own in a matter of days. And so it took me a while to figure out that I needed surgery, and I ended up having 2 surgeries. And honestly, the time that it led up to getting the surgeries, my muscle memory and my leg was so small because I couldn't use it properly that my leg literally looked like an arm. So I had to learn how to walk all over again. And during that time, it really challenged me to have a stronger walk with God. Like I didn't get angry, I wasn't upset. And right before all this happened, I prayed for clarity, and I definitely got that. Not the form that I wanted the answer, but you know, I wouldn't trade anything for the experience and the growth that I've been able to have, just being able to trust God and truly understand what it means to trust God, and having my faith challenged during that time. It definitely strengthened me, allowed me to get stronger and draw closer to God. Not only did my physical walk improve, but my spiritual walk as well.
Was there a time where you felt like you might not get back to performing on stage again, or dancing, or just walking normally in general?
Honestly, just even to this day, everything's not normal again. Like it's never, you're never gonna go. Yeah, it's definitely a new normal. It's not as it used to be, put it that way. And so there are definitely moments where I was just like, I've seen footage of me trying to get back on stage, and I was trying so hard with my physical therapist, who is an angel, to not develop a permanent limp. That was the big concern. And so thankfully God orchestrated everything, where my orthopedic surgeon actually was a musician, so he knew what it took to be able to, and I mean, he performed on big stages when he was in college and stuff, so he knew what it took. And really through all the big braces and the canes and the I even had a walker, like everything you could imagine,
Wow.
crutches. I was in a wheelchair for like a small period of time. So it was a lot, but I always knew that God was going to carry me through and that everything was going to be okay. And it really, you know, it definitely had some tough times, and I wrote songs about it.
That are reflected on your album.
Absolutely. There's a song called Take Me Under that really talks about the Holy Spirit keeping you going and not allowing you to fall into depression. That's really a song that ministers to a lot of people. And then fast forward to dealing with some family issues shortly after that and that knee injury. If I hadn't been through that, I wouldn't have been prepared to be able to be as strong to stand with my family in faith and be able to lead my family in believing that everything was going to be okay. And so that's Strength. That's the next song. So that's the album. That's the song on the album. And so God's just been faithful. And even when I had little doubt, I would practice just being thankful and just naming, even if it was just a good hair day, I would say, Lord, I thank you for that. I thank you for this. Like anything that I could just see, just start thanking God for every single thing that was working in my life and that was great and positive, and that would relieve me of all of the, you know, doubt or sorrow, or I just never wanted to take that invite to the pity party.
Because
I was like,
there's so many more blessings than there
Absolutely.
are ailments, but it's true, you will take for granted just being able to stand up or just being able to reach for a glass or the remote or anything.
Yeah, and those little things that I took for granted before this, I mean, I'm so thankful just to be able to, I posted a video on my Instagram the other day of me running. Like, that was a big deal for me. It's still a little crooked, but just to be able to not be afraid, because that was another thing. Like, you know, all I did was take a step and my kneecap just went out of place. And so
you never had
sometimes
any
you have
sort
that
of
flashback.
previous
I did.
issues with it?
I did. Ever since I was 12, it's kind of been a hereditary thing, but there's nothing that they could do. Like, it would pop in and out, but I could always catch it, like if it was gonna slip or whatever. And this time, it's just been like, both of my parents have kind of trick knees, is what they call it, and neither one of my brothers got it, and they played sports their whole life.
Man.
Little old me, just singing and dancing. Get the you know.
Talk about your music and your sound a little bit, and what people can expect from your album.
Honestly, I believe you can expect hope, inspiration, encouragement through my journey, my faith, and just trusting God. And so it's really, it takes you from top to bottom, and it's really like telling a story. It's called Long Story Short. And so there's 10 songs and 4 interludes that really just guide you through my journey. I love to journal, and so that's a big part of my life. I have a box full of journals from when I was a kid. And so it's really just me being personal, but also it's music that people can relate to. And so it takes you through the ups and downs of life, and just really is a guide to just encourage you to keep pushing and keep going, and just follow God on your journey, because everybody's journey is different. And clearly mine has been, you know, had a lot of juicy details in my testimony. Sometimes like,
Juicy.
Lord,
Perfect.
my testimony doesn't have to be this juicy. It can be like super, it doesn't have to be all this crazy stuff. But, you know, I just take it and continue to encourage. And even when I was hurt, I never posted sad things. I would post, you know, with a smile that, you know, God's, even when I had a cane over Christmas, and I decorated it like a candy cane. Yeah, it was like all kinds. It was bright and fluffy, and like, you know, I just decorated it as a candy cane.
Well, even Live, Love, Laugh, as inspiring as it is, I was like dancing in the seat, listening to it. It's fun.
Yeah,
it's
and that's
definitely
the goal.
Upbeat and great.
Yeah, it's a lot of good music to keep you moving, music to carry you through if you're having a tough time. It's something on there for everybody, and I just really wanted to make it an album. Even if you don't believe what I believe, like, you can really listen to it and just say, okay, there's something different about her, and I want to know more about it. And that's what it's all about. Is just, I wrapped every lyric in God's love and hope that people feel that.
I love that. So when you're not performing, singing, writing, journaling, celebrating your anniversary with your husband, what do you like to do?
I'm a big sports fan.
Ah, okay.
Yes, big sports fan. And
Who are your teams?
Kansas City Chiefs for football.
Okay.
Kansas City Royals for baseball.
My mom would love you.
And Los Angeles Lakers for basketball.
Okay, so you're 9-10 years in LA have definitely
Well,
made
I was
you.
even a Lakers fan in Kansas City, where I'm from. Yeah, my room was painted purple. I was like the little tomboy that just loved sports, because I was in the middle. I'm the only girl. I'm in the middle of 2 brothers, and You know, I got to meet Magic Johnson, who's one of my favorite players of all time. I totally embarrassed my husband. That's the only time I ever acted a little starstruck.
Been completely starstruck.
I can meet a lot of people and be like totally calm, but Magic Johnson is like,
right.
Yeah.
Right, and also you're just like a peanut in comparison.
Yeah. Well, my husband's 6'5", so I'm used to being tiny.
Oh,
but
there you go.
Yeah. But yeah, he's definitely a big guy and super nice.
That's so fun. That's so
Yeah.
great. Where can people find out more information about your album?
Well, you can go to my website, sadakmusic.com. That's SADAKMUSIC.com.
Okay.
And my music's available everywhere digital. Albums are sold, iTunes, Amazon, Google Play.
And social media?
Social media, everything is Sada K Music. And if you go to, that's Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, it's the /Sada K Music. I keep it simple so everybody can find me. And I really love interacting with people who are kind enough to hit that follow button or that like button.
Nice.
So if anybody tweets me or anything, I always try to write back. And then my YouTube channel is Sada KC is the /, but you can always just search Sada K or Sada K Music and find me. So I'm trying to get some more content on there and just really share my journey and just make it a little bit more personal. So it's been fun just to be able to connect with people and be able to just share this music that God's put on my heart, and I hope it inspires a lot of people and encourages them. So.
Well, we've been sitting here talking about how much we love Live, Love, Laugh, but you guys are lucky because we're going to be watching it right now. Check it out.
Yeah. Sometimes you gotta take a moment to love and laugh. Excuse me, please, while I take this moment to breathe gratitude for all that he's done. Try not to get caught up with all my running, but slow down at times to reflect on his love. You see, it may not be mutual, but it's unconditional. If you don't want to miss it, then just look up and don't forget to live, love, and laugh. Take a moment to thank God for all that you have. Just forget about the pressure and all of the stress, and just live, love, and laugh. Excuse me, please, if I get a bit too excited. The joy that he brings, I won't deny it. No, got me so high, I can't have enough. A love like this only comes from above. You see, it may not be mutual, but it's unconditional. If you don't want to miss it, then just look up and don't